Today, after Governor Cuomo signed 3 bills into law aimed at reversing some troubling statistics.
The new laws focus on prevention, treatment, and recovery, but there's another component in this fight some say was left out.
Let's go to Capitol reporter Kimberly Howard, who joins us live tonight outside the Capitol. Kimberly, what's missing?
Well, Cody and Ann, there were several bills introduced this session that centered on law enforcement. One bill in particular named after a Capital Region teenager who died of a heroin overdose 3 years ago. Her mother is now vowing to push that legislation forward because she says that the heroin epidemic cannot be solved without it.
She was great. She was beautiful. She was really, really intelligent.
But Patty Farrell never got to see her daughter Loree graduate college, get married, or have children. At just 18 years old, she died of a heroin overdose.
And it's all over. She got none of it.
3 years later, and Farrell is still fighting to prevent this nightmare from happening to someone else. So are lawmakers. Governor Cuomo signed 3 pieces of legislation Wednesday aimed at curbing what he says is an epidemic.
Over the past 10 years, we've lost 10,000 people to heroin overdoses, and the numbers are increasing exponentially.
The new laws expand access to treatment and prevent insurance companies from delaying coverage to people struggling with addiction.
That person is going to get treatment, and that insurance company is going to pay for that treatment, period.
There's now a limit on first-time opioid prescriptions for acute pain now, too. 7 days is the minimum, not 30.
It is prevention, it's treatment, it's recovery, and it's enforcement.
It's that last part, enforcement, that Senator George Amador says the legislature failed to address. A bill named after Farrell's daughter stalled in the assembly for the 3rd year in a row.
But if you're not going after the supply side of this, then what are we doing?
Amador is still pushing for Loree's Law, which would allow prosecutors to charge drug dealers with homicide if there's a heroin overdose death. Some lawmakers in the assembly say the holdup has been concerns about overcrowding prisons. What do you make of that argument?
It's ridiculous.
Farrell is vowing to continue her fight for the law, too, but she's concerned.
More people are going to die, and sadly enough, I think that's the only thing that's going to actually make people really wake up.
Now, the governor also signed a bill today that allows public libraries to administer overdose reversal medications like Narcan. There will also be a statewide registry to keep track of these products when Narcan is actually used. Health officials say these products do save lives, and lawmakers say it's important to keep track of these numbers so they can differentiate between how many overdoses actually happen, even if those overdoses turn out not to be fatal. Live outside the Capitol, Kimberly Howard, CBS 6 News.
All right, Kimberly.